My name's James Loveday. I am the para rowing lead coach at Rowing Australia. My job is to pretty much run the development pathway and the high performance element of para rowing in Australia. A particular occasion that comes to mind is I had one young athlete, him and a friend were driving somewhere and they'd had an accident and he'd turned up to training. And to be honest, he was a little bit dazed initially. And we had a conversation about whether he should be training that day. He was getting physiotherapy at the time for some whiplash. But what was really noticeable is as the week progressed, is he was really struggling with the day-to-day element of training, simple things like being out in the sunlight for an hour and a half and some of the cognitive elements. And it was only at the point where we'd explored the physiotherapy on the whiplash and had the conversation with the physio about the fact that cognitively he was actually being a bit slower than usual, that we explored the idea that it was probably a concussion that was extending out. As a coach, you're around athletes on a day-to-day basis, so you see them at their best, you see them at their worst. Quite often you're able to pinpoint if they're having a tough day at school and how things were going. And it was really, really obvious with this individual, really charismatic athlete who for the space of about 10 days was just quiet, wasn't really engaging with people, was suddenly going up and sleeping on a regular basis between sessions, just a complete change in behavior. As soon as it was very obvious what it was, it essentially ended up being just a really gradual return to training. We removed intensity from the program. We had a really close relationship at the club with the local college, and we had a conversation with the college which essentially said, this is what we think is going on. There's probably going to have to be reduced screen time. And within 10 days, the athlete was feeling a lot better and they were able to resume things. I think being informed as a coach is fundamentally what we're there to do as coaches. We're there to end up as quite key support personnel for athletes. It's a pretty horrible experience, and there's an element of it which I think probably in the general population still isn't even recognised as a potential injury as such. If in doubt, sit them out.